Oh, hey race fans, it's Easter weekend, and it wouldn't be an Easter weekend without a bit of rain. We got rained out last night, track was way too soft. Still a bit soft tonight, but we're going to go racing. And it's round two of the Tri Series for the Street Stocks. Now, Phil, here at Mad Max Motorsport, mate, you guys just never seem to get 3 meetings in.
No, we just can't catch a break. No matter how much we try, we do it. We just haven't managed to get one yet in the 6 or 7 years we've been doing it. We've always had 2 and one night in the club rooms.
Well, it really is a Tri Series because you keep trying.
We definitely keep trying, yeah, definitely. Yeah, we sure do. We haven't given up yet.
So last year we didn't get to host this. I was so amped for it. Disappointed that it didn't happen. Tomorrow Rotorua's off. So this is really the big one for you guys. It's become a 2-night series and you had some great racing at Palmy last night. Last night was fantastic racing. It was just damn good street stock racing. Carnage, people helping each other out in the pits. Like we had some real short turnarounds in that first race and we had to hold the gate for a couple of cars, but it was fantastic. We were actually quicker than the stock cars last night, which was real cool to see in their home track. We don't go there. We go there once a year. Wow, that's pretty cool. So it wouldn't be a street stock meeting without one of the Gooch boys on the podium, right? Well, I guess so. I mean, I think he's actually done all right this year. Normally it would be one of him and his brothers, so it's definitely good to see him up there, for sure. And of course, Darren Melling as well for the locals, getting up onto second. He'll be looking to grab some big points here tonight and try and take out this series. Darren will be real pleased because he's actually, in this series, always had bad luck. So for him, it's fantastic to come to this and actually have a good result. How good is it, though, that we've got so many South Islanders that have come up for it? It just shows the growing prestige of this series. Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. And we've actually got Max Stewart running the event for us this year. He's actually the promoter and president of Dunedin Beachland Speedway. He's here running this event for us. He's seen it. God, man, he wants him and his club to be part of that, and here they are. How did you go last night? Average. But, hey, we had fun. Just bad luck. The car's on form. We've had a bad run this year, but the car was honking in the first one and then just a couple of flat tyres. I don't actually believe you raced because the car's looking a bit straight. Yeah, well, yeah, we don't normally get that lucky. So tonight you're just going to go hard. You're not in with a chance of the overall series, so you're just going to go and wreck someone else's chances, right? We're going to have a crack to start with because we've definitely got best pairs and tonight's got our own round as well. And there's a few other trophies on the grabs, but you'll see the bumper, as always. Well, you guys have got some good sponsors on board as well. We've got Warehouse Hastings, McIntyre Warehouse Hastings, of course yourself. You gave me some great merch to give away tonight. I'm really looking forward to that. Who else do you want to thank? Al at Forestry Maintenance this year is probably the biggest one. We've got a few smaller ones, and Logan for doing all the artwork. But really, this year, I think Pings are pretty tight, so we've had to sort of tone it down a little bit. But Tony McIntyre, he's just a legend. We really struggle without him to do this. What have you got planned for next year? Because I know you're a forward thinker, mate. You're probably already thinking to that. Well, I want a year off is the answer to your question. You want a what? I want a year off. So you want a year off? So we're probably going to miss a year, and then we've got some real cool plans. We're looking at doing a $10,000 shootout like they do in Wellington for the street stocks at some point next year. At what track in the country, I have no idea at this point, but it'll be big. So tell me, how does that work? I don't have no idea. We've got 10 grand, we're going to give it away. I want to give it to winner takes all. That's my aim. That's the game. Well, that's a huge thing to win, and I'm sure that there would be a lot of people wanting to be in that, so you'd have to cap it somehow, maybe. I reckon if we get it right, we can do 2 nights qualifying. There'll be a way that a track in the country surely wouldn't turn it down. No, I don't think so, and I hope one of them gets staged right here. Oh, that's the plan. We'll try here first, for sure. Between here and Rotorua is always the first go, and then we'll look at anything after that. Who do you think's going to be on form here tonight? It's going to be bumpy track. I'd say Dale Stewart. He's in Shane Bracken's car. He's a super stock driver. He's come up a great class for tonight. And it's anyone's game at this point. The points are close. And I'd say there'd be a little bit of teams racing. There's 5 Dunedin guys, so they're all up there in points. I couldn't pick a win at this point. I know the track's really soft out there at the moment, but it was 2 weeks ago for the Peterborough. It's pretty much the same, and they just kept working on it, rolling it. It came back actually as a really good track. The first couple of races will suck, but I think if it's anything like Peterborough, it'll come back. I think it'll be an outside line on those first few. Yeah, which won't be good for me because we're an inside running car. But the Dunedin guys, for us, they love that outside line. They love running wide. They're in the South Island, the tracks are wide. We just come back from the battle of the street stocks, so the tracks are wide. So even in Palm, we're like, man, this track's narrow. We're like, this is the widest track in the country. So that's cool. So explain to your fans what an inside line driver is. That's basically getting as close to the pole line and running as shortest distance as possible. So you don't like running up against the wall? I haven't got the horsepower to do it. So we can't get out of the corner quick enough where some of these big boys can. Well, you might find tonight it could play to your advantage if you get up high, because the guys down low are going to struggle.
Yeah, that's right. The Dunedin guys potentially will struggle with the lock diffs and stuff, getting that low line, but it's anyone's game, and let's just go some fun and drink some beers.
All right, well, we're all looking forward to it. Looking forward to the prize giving later on tonight, because we know you guys are going to spend plenty of money at the bar and just socialise like you do. That's a great thing about it. It's not just about racing, it's about the whole aspect of it, socialising, helping everybody out with anyone who's got an issue throughout those 2 or 3 nights or whatever it is. And just good luck tonight, mate. Go and, as you say, your quote, and I'm going to keep that shirt forever. Go wreck some shit.
We'll definitely give it a good go. But with the social side, you're 100% right. We've been going since 8 o'clock this morning, and there's just been cars coming and going from my place. We've had a barbecue going all night. We're going to go and wreck each other tonight. We're going to fix each other's crap. We're going to have some beers, and we're going to do it again tomorrow. So it's awesome.
Awesome, Phil.
Thank you very much.
Look forward to it. There you go. The Buy Series. Right, still sticking with street stocks. We got last night's round 1 winner from Palmerston North, Cody Gooch, mate. That was a good night for you.
Yeah, the car was going good, so it was real good.
Tough field out there as well.
Yeah, it was South Island cars. They're real fast and strong, and it was good.
It's not really a track that you guys get to run very often.
No, we don't. I think the last time I was there was about 4 or 5 years, and the car seems to really like it. So,
was it a heavy track?
It was a little bit slick, but then it dried out, and it was really on. It was an awesome track.
So everything was working for you over the 3 heats. I don't even know how this format's working here tonight. Is it over 3 heats, or do you have a couple of heats and then you have a determined on your grid for that feature race? How does that work?
We just got just your 3 heats, and also we got our best pairs as well. And then obviously Rotorua's not racing tomorrow, so it'll be just these two and add it up and have the overall winner.
Well, you know how to win titles here. You'll be favouring yourself again tonight, maybe, to take out this series?
I'd like to, but I'd say I'll be under quite a bit of attack tonight, and I think it's time to use the bumper a bit more, and we'll see how we go.
Well, that's what we're hoping anyway. We want to see that. Throughout the season, you've had a good season. There must be people and sponsors and everybody else that's behind the scenes helping you out that you want to thank.
Yeah, I've got my sponsors, myself, Wanapart, CT Gooch Construction, Gisborne Resine, Mangapapa Garage, I think that's about it. And also just my old man that's helped us, my crew tonight, Zane and Blake, and my family that let us do this, so thank you.
How's Brendan getting on? Is he still missing the racing?
Yeah, well, he's got a son racing mini stocks now, so that gives him something to do, and yeah, it's just one of those ones, what it was, and he's still here, and he can do what with his son, and still enjoys it, so.
Yeah, it's very hard to get it out of your system, isn't it? So on the podium last night, interesting photo. Have you got a new nickname?
Yeah, the old Mickey Mouse. Yeah, I see that. It's one of those good timing, I think it was, or bad time, whatever you want to put it as. So, all good.
All right, good luck tonight. Do you think there'll be a few mates around you to help you out tonight if you're in with a chance?
Oh, there's a couple out there, but we got a few people that we owe, and might just sort that out first, and we'll go from there.
It's going to be a heavy track.
Yeah, we race here at the GP. We know what it's going to be like, probably. So, hey, it's all good.
All right, it's always good having you here, mate. Good luck.
Yep, thank you very much. Cheers, guys.
Well, there you go. He was round 1 winner last night at Robertson Prestige. All right, Superstocks this time with the 422 of Dylan Ashton defending this East Coast Championship here this weekend. You were hoping it was going to rain?
Yeah, it was. Nah, nothing good about the rain when it comes to speedway racing, eh? So, I'm glad they've decided to do it one night. We've got a full field of cars, so 3 races is a real good championship, not 6.
Looking at that track, it's going to be hard work.
I haven't actually gone and looked at it, and I've heard quite a few things of don't, so I'm kind of glad we raced 5, so hopefully it kind of gives us one sort of line, but it's going to be hold on and it's all on.
I'm going to cut to the chase, mate. You created the closest finish in Autumn Superstock Nationals history.
I didn't create that.
You absolutely did create that. Now, let's be honest. What was that about? Tell me.
Payback. It was just, he hit me in the first heat and I lost a few spots from it, and I just stopped him from winning the title. So, and I didn't do any big hits because I didn't want to cause any damage, and once the checkered flag had dropped, I knew I'd done enough to stop him from winning it. So I got nothing against him. It was, tit for tat, that's what I call it. So, yeah, there's haters out there, but we got bumpers for a reason, like a lot of people commented on that post.
Yeah, that's what the steelwork's for, mate. And but as a commentator, I love that stuff because that creates drama and that gives me more stuff to talk about.
Yeah, it does. And if I do recall, opening night, you come over and had an interview, and I said I was going to bring back the biff, and you said you wanted to see it. So there you go.
You're a man of your word. Well done. Hey, last year's East Coast Championship, I can't even remember, to be fair. Was that an easy run for you?
Yeah, it was relatively easy. I got a third in the first heat and a first in the second one, and I was 5 points clear for heat 3, and I just knew I had to finish, and I went from 19th to 4th, so it was a clean run. There wasn't much hitting and bashing. It'll be way different tonight being a defending title, but I'm ready to go.
What format, do you know?
As far as I'm aware, it's 3 heats. 3 heat standard racing format, so it'll be good.
Best way to run it.
Yeah, it is like it's these one race finals are good in a way, like 20 laps is a long race. But when they first bring the format out of 6 heats, it's real hard to do it. I reckon three heats is the way to go. Yeah.
So we're finishing relatively early this season. I mean, we haven't finished at Easter time for a long time. It used to be the way it was done decades ago. We're back to that, it seems. Are you a driver that could do another 2 or 3 weeks, or are you done after tonight?
Well, the original plan was, this was going to be the last meeting, the same as last year, but this real cool teams event's come up in Wanganui, and obviously I'm in the Hawkeyes team, so we've put my hand up for that, and we're going to go give that a crack, so that'll be my last meeting.
Yeah, crikey, my bad. Forgot about that one. We're looking forward to that. Yeah,
I am 100%. Teams racing's a whole new ball game. For me, I'd rather teams race week in, week out than I would individual race. It's just a lot more fun. The vibes are a lot better. You've got a group of guys that have your back 100%, whereas you go out on the track with 26 cars, anyone could get you.
Are you happy with your season?
I am. I've had a pretty hard season with gear. I've wrecked a lot of gear this year, and I feel stink for the old man, but I was going to have it because I had a good season last year, so yeah.
So apart from your dad, you got some great sponsors on this car. The trophy's there as well. You got some lollipops, but you better thank those sponsors and people behind the scenes, the crew, everybody else that makes it possible for you to sit in this car and go and entertain us.
Yeah, 100%. All my sponsors know who are on the car. They all help out in their own ways. The best way I could do it is to point the camera over here and look at the trailer at all the 422 shoots. These are the ones that make it possible for me. Mum, Dad, my girlfriend Willow, my sister Cassandra and her partner Jared, all my extended family, they're the ones that keep it going. Otherwise, I would have lost the passion by now.
We better get a shot of all these sponsors on this car too. There's a lot of them on the bonnet, close up there of that trophy, the one that Dylan's trying to retain here tonight, and who knows, he quite well could do. Well, the sun's out. Fans, I think, hopefully will stream in tonight. The pits are jam-packed, mate. It's like old school days of East Coast Championships.
Yeah, 100%. They said to us when we first got here, we parked over here to be with my family that are racing in the mini stocks, and they were like, you need to be close because it's going to be full. And yeah, it's blowing my mind. I haven't seen the pits for this full this year, so it's cool.
How cool are those mini stocks, though?
They are. They're the future of the sport, like everyone says. I started in mini stocks, and look at me now. I'm defending an East Coast title, so yeah, I've won my fair share of stuff, and I've hit my fair share of stuff and been hit, so it's all a part of it. But yeah, mini stocks is where it starts. It is getting a hard class to be a part of because the price of the mini stocks nowadays are ridiculous. In my eyes, 15, 16 grand for a mini stock, and it's like, I think we bought my first one for like 4 grand in a box of Tui.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's getting there, but no, it is a cool class. It's it's where all the magic happens for these young fellas coming through that kick us out of the driver's seats real fast.
Yeah, that tends to be the way, isn't it? Hey, good luck tonight on retaining that title. Have a good run, and thanks for entertaining us this season, and good luck for the Hawkeyes next week.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time, mate.
There you go, defending East Coast champion Dylan Ashton. Right, with a guy who knows how to entertain us here at Meeanee Speedway, the 64 of Dante Mate. Mate, first year in the Tri Series for you. How'd you go last night at Palmy?
Yeah, not too bad. Just kept getting tangled up with other cars. Just got told to just not let off and just keep going, and just hard, fast racing, really.
Was that your first time at Palmy?
Yep. First ever meeting there. Crewed for a few cars there a couple of seasons ago, but yeah, first time actually racing on the track.
Fast track there, eh? Because it's very flowing, unlike Meeanee, where long straights, tight corners. Yep. Palmy's the opposite.
Yeah, it's just flowing, eh? It's just don't let off and just carry on going around the outside, really.
This is going to be a heavy track here tonight. We've had a good look at it. It's pretty soft out there. They're still working on it.
Yep. Yeah, it should be a good fast racing tonight. Might put on a show, see how we get on, see if we can get another final too.
Well, I was going to ask you, what's your game plan tonight? So you're probably not in contention for the series. Maybe the pairs, I'm not sure where your points are for that.
Yep.
But you're going to go out there and stop some other people?
Oh, we got someone to give payback since last night, since they took us out last night, but we'll see how if they get in front of us, they get in front of us, and we put the bumpers in, we'll put the bumpers in. But see what the last race brings, and if they want to bring it on, they can bring it on.
You know, the more hits you put in, the more I'm going to mention you over the microphone, right?
Oh, yeah, you can do that. Are you willing to sponsor me for some fines?
No, but I'm sure there'll be a few fans that'll pitch in.
Yeah. Well, hope so. The car's always got heaps of room on it for some more sponsors.
Hey, we better talk about some of those sponsors that you got too.
Yeah. SHP, that's Simon from SHP Developments. I got Nicole from Kaiapo Motors. I got Woof and Boot. Eric Snow from Pro Wash. Forestry Maintenance. Phil McNamara. Wisey's Onikawa. Just Dave Brand, Glenn Shepherd, a few of the other boys that help out along the way. Make it all work, really.
And so, lastly, what is it that you love about Speedway so much?
Just the entertainment, the vibe, just everything really. It's just good fun. Just going home after the meeting really, and just having the adrenaline. It's just good fun really.
That actually leads me to another question. Were you just a fan in the grandstands? How'd you get involved?
So I got involved with pit crewing for David Brand, the sheriff. Probably pit crewed for him for about maybe 9-10 seasons. Got into his old car, and then I bought his old car, raced that for a couple of seasons, and then I bought the ex Mulling car / Wally True, and just kept going on from there really.
Well, I better let you go and get that food before you get hangry, because it looks like you need a good feed, mate.
Thank you very much.
There you go, Dante Mate. Thank you. Right, well, still with the Street Stocks, round one winner from Robertson Prestige International Speedway, 555 of Mitch Lavender. But hang on, before we talk to him, I want to have a look at the dashboard in this car, because this is what happens if you go upside down. Fortunately, last night, Mitch, and well done on the round win. You didn't go upside down, but you lost a wheel, but still somehow managed to win the round.
I didn't win the round. I just got 5th overall so far.
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but no, I didn't go upside down, but lost the wheel first race. Coming around, 2 laps to go, inside wheel got popped off, but still just managed to cruise around and get over the flag.
Yeah, what I meant, top South Island driver. So, first time at Palmy for you?
No, that's my 3rd time at Palmy. Yeah, this is my 2nd time here at Meeanee, so it's good to be back.
When were you last here?
Oh, it was 10 years ago, and I rolled my car here last time I was here.
Have you looked at the track?
I haven't yet.
You might roll again.
Maybe.
So you banked a lot of points last night. How did your pairs partner go?
Mike was going pretty good. He was ahead of me in points, but he DNF'd the last one, but he's not too far behind me, so he's going pretty good.
Still got a good chance of that pairs title here this weekend with it just being the 2 rounds.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's good.
Fantastic South Island turnout here this year for the Tri Series. It's just growing in stature, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good event, and Phil and the boys, they put on a good effort getting us South Islanders to come up, and we really enjoy coming up here and running around with you guys, so it's good.
So have you all hastily done arrangements for the ferry to go tomorrow rather than wait till Monday?
Yeah, no, we got that sorted today, so yeah, we're heading back tomorrow night instead of waiting until Monday.
And not such a big haul from Rotorua either.
That's right, yeah. We missed it home from Rotorua straight to Dunedin last time, so it was a big trip, so we're good to break it up this time on the way home.
Cool thing about this series too is everybody pitches in and helps. It doesn't matter if you're South Island, North Island, everyone's there to make sure everyone gets on the track.
Yeah, that's right. The whole street stock grade's like that throughout the country. They're real good at helping you get the cars back out, so it's just a real good grade to be in.
Well, it's lucky we got a big pits here at Meeanee because we've got a lot of machinery here.
Yeah, there's a lot of cars in here. I was quite surprised when we come around here earlier. There's heaps of mini stocks and heaps of saloons, so it's good to see.
Just lots of everything.
Yeah, it's mint.
Some sponsors that you'd like to thank for getting you up here?
So we've got Todd Engineering, Bodding's Butchery, Speedway Garage, Man Max Motorsport, Forestry Maintenance, and Megan Turbo Dunedin. That's me.
Well, let's hope you have a better run here tonight than you did 10 years ago the last time you were here. Keep banking those points. You never know, you could end up taking out the series.
Yeah, hopefully. See how we go.
And hey, if you're not in with a chance after the first couple of races, what's going to happen?
We'll have a play and see where we get. Yeah.
Like that talk, mate. I love it. Hey, good luck tonight.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks. Super Saloons this time, the defending East Coast champion, the Burger King 6B car of Grant Flynn. Grant, you had a pretty good night last night, though. Talk about that.
Yeah, no, we went down to Palmerston North and had a great run. It's good to have the car on 8 cylinders and as fast as it needs to be. Track was good, probably suited us a little bit more, had a mean ass cushion. But no, it was good. Brought both cars home in one piece, which is really, really satisfying.
Now, you've had such a busy week trying to get this car race prep that you haven't even had time to have a shave, buddy. Tell us about what you had to do to this engine. And we'll just come over this way so Blake can get a shot of that.
Yeah, so short version is we brought a block, as everybody does, off Trade Me. It was brand new. God moved back from the States, and it was lightened and CNC machined. We knew we'd use it one day, so put it in the shed. About 7 years later, we decided we'd build a new engine. We've done 6 meetings with it, and after the 6th meeting, it developed an oil leak, and we couldn't work out where it was from. And basically, machined through the rear main oil gallery. And I don't know whether the guy knew it or not, but someone has epoxied it, and then they'd painted over the top of it. So it failed. There's no real fix to it. I mean, I don't know whether somebody can weld it or repair it, but we had no choice, so we just brought in another block, and it's another $6,000. You just have to do it, and the motor's fresh now for another season.
You guys are very fortunate to have your dad's skills as well to be able to work on these engines and help you do this.
Yeah, we are, but not a lot of people know that early March we were loading up to go to Stratford, and Dad slipped off the bottom ramp of the truck and fell, and thankfully only broke his ankle. So he's been out of action. So this engine's all Steve's work.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, he. We work as a team. I'm doing work on his car while he's doing stuff on mine, But Dad sort of still comes down and oversees it. He's there for initial fire up and just to double check we're doing things right. And it must be very hard for him because he is fully hands on, and we're forcing him to be parked up and put his leg up and rest it. So it's his birthday tomorrow. He'll be I think 78. So yeah, he'll be finding it hard not being at the track, and we definitely miss him.
You guys try and race as much as you can to get this brand out here with the BK, but you also had a lot of changes before the season with the sale of your parents' house and having to move the workshop.
Yeah, it's been a real challenging year. Last year we probably had our best season ever, and this year's probably one of the hardest. Mum and Dad, we were very fortunate, had a great workshop for 20 plus years, and it was really cool, but it was time for them to move on and downsize, and they've done that, and we've built a workshop at my house, and in amongst that, Steve also had a knee operation, so he was out for 6 weeks. My 421 that I normally run, thankfully while washing it one day, I didn't think it sounded quite right, and we caught a valve about to lose its end off it, so that engine got pulled out and put aside, and that's when we put this new one together. So yeah, a lot of challenges, but it was really rewarding last night to be on that top step and to bring the 2 cars home in one piece, because it has been very hard.
Was it a surprise to be so quick last night and grab that podium?
No, not at all. I mean, we're pretty confident in our cars and our driving ability. We know Palmerston. Later in the season when the moisture is retained in the track, it probably suits us a little bit more, but we've been working hard on all track conditions, and we back ourselves. We can be fast at any track on any given night.
Yeah, I wasn't actually really referring to your skills and that sort of thing. It was more putting a brand new engine in. There's always that little bit of doubt behind, as to it's going to perform or not.
Nah, not really. I mean, truthfully, I went 8th to 4th in 4 laps, and then I had no power steering. It blew the hose off the front of the servo, so I did, another 6 laps with no power steering. So there's always curveballs that come at you. Engine felt strong, it's nice and crisp. So we're good to go.
Track's looking really heavy out there tonight. It could maybe be a really good super saloon track. We'll get our rapid radar out and see what we can get for top speeds, but it is looking quite heavy at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same track. You just got to adapt it and loosen your car up if it has got a lot of grip and a lot of holes, and you've got to drive smart and avoid them. And, I always tell people, we search for the holes because that's where the water is, that's the moisture. So you might go in deep and cross it over, and then you'll see us launching off the holes because that's where the grip is. So, yeah, I like that style of track, but, yeah, we'll see what it is.
Does a track like this suit the torsion cars better than the 4-bar?
Oh, I would say without a doubt, definitely. We went to Waikareika Park 2 weeks ago, and I was a second and a half a lap quicker in our warm-ups. Our car was really good, and that's when the oil leak sort of came ahead. And rather than parking it, I said to them, no, I'm going to go out, and I'm going to start off grid 9, I'm going to get to the front, and when I do that, I'm going to pull off. And it took me 6 laps, and that's exactly what we did. Our cars go extremely well on those tracks. The 4-bar guys, man, it looked hard work for them. Credit to them. They all drive good, but it must be very hard.
Now, you're coming into this East Coast title as the defending champion, but you can't remember if you had won it before you did last year, or you're saying you could have been second 20 times. You don't know.
Yeah, that's how it feels. I mean, it was one title that I thought, oh man, I really want to win it. I may have won it. I'd have to go and confirm it by looking at the trophy, but it seems like I've been second 20 times. I've won Hawke's Bay Champs multiple times, but just East Coast was always one. Our family's sponsored the trophy since the 80s, so it's always one I wanted to win. So yeah.
Let's talk about some of those sponsors. We know you're backed by Burger King, BK. There's lots of other people and businesses that you'd like to thank for the season.
Oh, without a doubt. Like everybody that supports our team, some people support us and don't even have a sticker on the car. So we've got a great fan base that are always ready to help us out. So, long-time sponsors, you got to work at and keep and build a relationship. So Napier Collision, they've obviously been on it for as long as I've raced. That's where I work. Price Engineering is where my brother Steve works, so they're there. Pro Arbor, that's where Jacob works. They've come on board and they're really cool business to have involved. Forestry Maintenance, Al. Galbraith Earth Movers, on-site services. What else we got? High Vis Traffic Management. There's probably a couple that I may be missing, but a lot of them just have been there for a long time, like Comac, JP. We don't have massive expectations from them. Bay Tyres is another one. Sometimes we don't even discuss products or money or anything. They're just on the car, and when we fall into a bit of trouble, they're always the first ones to put their hand up. And I think half the people in Speedway need to learn from that if you can maintain your relationships, you'll keep going for years.
And next year's the big one, of course, because we get to host the New Zealand title here. You've had a second place at Meeanee on the home track. Not sure how long ago that was.
2010.
2010, yeah. That was with the one race finals format.
Yep. And then I was 2NZ at Woodford Glen in 2020, and then again at Dunedin in, I don't know, 22 maybe, something like that. So yeah, hey, we'll be trying to get number one if we can. We wouldn't enter if we didn't think we had a chance. Yeah. But it'll be tough. It's good competitors, good equipment. I believe it's going to be late February. So we'll see. The weather is. It is what it is.
Plenty of track time for Super Saloons, though, for Meeanee leading up to that.
I hope so. I mean, as you know, we travel around. We like to support all the tracks that support the class, and the class has grown. I mean, for a long time there seemed to be 3 or 4 of us forever, and now we've got a dozen, and some exceptionally talented drivers and good race teams with really good equipment. So the competition stepped up, and we're going to be doing our best to still be at the front.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to seeing the V8 Beast tonight, and good luck on defending the East Coast Championship. And maybe it would be 2 or more if you look at the trophy.
Yeah, thanks a lot, eh? Cheers.
There you go. Always good to talk to, Grant Flynn.